This Business Hub's interview is brought to you by the South African Local Government Association in conjunction with SA Economy.
Hello and welcome to Business Hubs. On tonight's show, we're focusing on what's happening in the Eastern Cape area. I'm talking to Phila Xuza, who is the Chief Executive Officer of Aspire, which is registered as the Amatole Local Economic Development Agency. Welcome, Phila.
Thanks, Jane.
First of all, tell us about the core mandate of Aspire.
Aspire is the district's economic development agency, established and wholly owned by the Amatole District Municipality. We operate to stimulate economic development in the Amatole region. We work with all the 7 local municipalities in the district, excluding Buffalo City. These will include your areas like Ngushwa on the coastal area, Muma, the Butterworth area, Bedford in the Far East, on the western side, your Dujwa areas, including Stutterham. People know Stutterham very well in economic development.
So a mix of urban and rural areas.
It's quite a big mix. We have very healthy communities alongside uncommon sites of underdeveloped sites.
All right. Recently, the National Treasury boosted the Small Town Regeneration Program by 273 million rand. Can you tell us how you're working with this and how this impacts on you?
That was a major boost for the district because the Amatole Special Economy, it brings together 25 small towns in the 2 regional towns of King Williamstown and Butterworth. So in the district, we have 27 of these small urban centers. Most of them are experiencing decay. So when we first approached the National Treasury in 2007, we were looking at putting in investments, especially on infrastructure, so we could boost and attract businesses into these small towns. The 273 million rand, we hope it's going to take us a long way. One, in just looking at the visioning process of the economic character that could be built in this area. 2, present in infrastructure, because these areas for quite a long time now, they have been experiencing disinvestment. These are the areas that were part of the former Ciskei, former Transkei. Some of them were part of the former key provincial areas, that is your former South Africa. But all of them, with all the different histories and geography, they are in decay. So this amount of money, a lot of it will be spent on capital projects that range from property development, retailing, tourism, but mainly infrastructure investments. But a lot of it will go to studies aimed at stimulating new sectors.
What should entrepreneurs or potential investors know about some of the partnerships that you formed with the Development Bank of South Africa, with the Eastern Cape Development Corporation and the Border Kai Chamber of Business?
The key thing for us is for our partners to understand what the program we're driving, what's the concept behind what we are doing. We call it a small towns regeneration program, and a lot of times people confuse it with urban renewal. We're not about rehabilitating streets or changing street names, but we are looking at what is it that small towns, what role can they play in bringing together rural economies, but also linking small urban centers with metropolitan areas. So in these partnerships, DBSA comes in in looking at infrastructure investment. Your Border Kai Chamber of Business, a local chamber of business, is looking at business sectors. Next week, in the month of October, they would be launching a business expo, and it's in that partnership also that we find partners that could invest in some of the initiatives that our program comes up with.
Phila, how is Aspire marketing these kinds of opportunities to attract investors?
We are piloting the 273 million rand injection from National Treasury in 5 towns: Dujwa, Butterworth, Hamburg, Alice, and Stutterham. And all of these localities are different. Hamburg, I like it, is a coastal village. It's a village resort. We want
lots of artists.
We want to stimulate arts tourism there, so we're talking of an arts resort. In Stutterham, there are a number of nodes. They were looking at retail development, a petrol station that could also be kind of a stopover for people who are traveling on the N6 to your Johannesburg route. There is also blueberries production there. We have a partnership with a private sector partner there. But there's also socio-economic facilities that communities also have listed. Butterworth is the whole new design, really pulling the CBD of the town into the city. Dujwa also has this arrangement around property. So all these towns are different. Alice is known for its University of Fort being a university town. We want to give it back that character, but it's also rich in heritage assets. So that's the piloting we're running with. There are a number of activities and a number of marketing around, as I mentioned, property development, retail development, agricultural production, ecotourism, resort development, just in these 5 areas.
Are you looking for mostly Eastern Cape businesses to come and invest in the area, or would you like perhaps even more skills transfer to be taking place with businesses from Gauteng, for example, coming to invest and doing business in the area?
We're looking for South Africans. Because as South Africans, I think we understand whether the laws that are governing small business development here.
So it's not just about job creation.
It's not about job creation. Job creation is a natural outcome of any economic activity. In this case, we are looking at empowerment, ownership, really building people's lives, people knowing, for example, if we put an artist resort in Hamburg, in a rural area, it shouldn't drive the people in the communities away. They should find a way of living together with the artists in their area, but still have ownership of the artist's residence. And the artist could run workshop with the community too. But that doesn't drive away investments, because at the end of the day, it's still a resort. It's there to attract tourists.
Phila Xuza from Aspire, thanks so much for joining us in the studio
welcome.
today. That is Phila Xuza, the Chief Executive Officer of Aspire. See you at the same time next week for more Business Hubs. Good night.
This Business Hub's interview is brought to you by the South African Local Government Association in conjunction with South African Economy.